Yes, I was. I have a whole bunch of my ET experiences, my abductions, in my aliens on the top bar. I also have a few YouTube videos of my experiences as well, so go check those out. It's so common for humans to be abducted. It's so common. Corey Good, Elizabeth April, Dr. Michael Salla, David Wilcock, so many people in the awakened UFO alien disclosure community have said this, that pretty well every human has been picked up at one point in time or another to have tests done on them or to be used in the gray human hybrid program like I was. And again, there's two sides to this. There's the benevolent ETs that are helping humanity evolve, and then there's also the malevolent negative ET side that is basically service to themselves. They are just doing certain things for themselves for their own good. Like abducting little children and taking their eggs and wiping their memory and then using those eggs and creating offspring from them, like what happened to me. I remember having really vivid accounts of what had happened to me as a child. And then in 2019, when I had a whole bunch of ETs come to me, and throughout 2020, I was like, okay, I'm going to go get hypnotherapy done and see what actually happened. I was very naive because I thought, oh, this is going to be cool. But it was actually like horrifying and very traumatic. I saw that I had like not just a couple, but like at least 10 gray human hybrid offspring. And I was just so shocked. I was so shocked. Since then, and starting my own CE5 group here in my city, I have met at least 40 other people that have also been abducted and used in the gray human hybrid programs. There's one couple that I've heard of here that also they were abducted together, and their son is like a direct gray human hybrid Essassani being, and he has like all these extrasensory abilities. It's so cool. I had a lady just message me just recently, and her son is a gray human hybrid as well, and her husband works in the military. And that's a really common thing too, is that if you have anyone in your family who works in the military, their DNA is being tested on more than regular humans would be. My grandpa was in the war. He never actually went to war. He was just tested on, just straight up tested on. So my mom, my sister, myself, and I'm sure my brother even, we've all been abducted. And how a lot of this came to pass is that in the 1930s, when they were doing nuclear bomb testing, that ripped holes in space-time, and there was this alternate reality or universe where I believe it was the Orion Grays that came through a portal, and what they were essentially looking for was to hybridize themselves because they had cloned themselves so many times. They were just dying off. They weren't viable anymore. And us humans are great hybrid beings where we can mix our DNA with so many different types of extraterrestrials. We are extremely adaptable too. We have such cool DNA, and most of the time we don't realize it quite yet. And these ETs, they crash landed in Roswell. And the one gray came up to like one of the lieutenants or marshal guys. Dr. Stephen Greer talks about this quite a bit, and it's funny their interaction because the army guy was like, "What are you doing here?" And the ET's like, "Hey, we can help you. We can make this treaty." And oh my god! And the army officer is just like, "Give us your technology," and the aliens are like, "Okay, just trade us some humans. No big deal." So they made the worst deal ever. The humans totally got screwed over. Because the ETs were just like, here's some spaceship technology. And we had to reverse engineer everything. And it was like such a terrible deal. And they just went like free for all, full reign, like, let's go out and take as many humans as possible because we got the go ahead. They essentially got permission from the humans so they didn't break cosmic law by doing any of this. That's just like so ridiculous. It's all good though. Most of the Essassani and Sassani offspring, like the gray human hybrids, are going to be some of the first ETs that will be really like physically interacting with humans, and they'll be, living with us and helping teach us. We have so much to learn, especially with our extrasensory abilities and how to develop those further, how to telepathically communicate. More and more of our DNA is going to be unlocked, our neurological pathways, our amino acid usage. This is the most incredible galactic pilgrimage. We better not screw this one up, humans. And us humans, we're brothers and sisters. The star beings, we're cousins. We're cousins to them. Essentially, we're all family. We all are. We're like related with our DNA. I would love to hear anyone else's abduction stories or ET stories, even if you have spirits or ghosts or you weren't sure even what it was. Please feel free to post it in the comments. I love talking about this stuff. It's so fascinating and it's so common as well. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.